Another question asked if she could change one current event in the world, what would it be? And she answered, murder. By early August, police were still investigating Destiny's murder, and they hadn't gotten very far. They hadn't been able to identify the shooters or what kind of car they were driving, but Destiny's family was hard at work in the background. In order to gain more awareness about the shooting and raise money for the reward, they held a car wash fundraiser, and it was successful. They raised $4,000. About a month later, in early September, police released pictures of two potential witnesses, a man and a woman, both with dark brown hair. Police say they need help in identifying the two people who are not suspects in the case. As of recording this episode, that post is still on the Phoenix Police Department's Facebook page. I asked Brenda if these two people have been identified, and she said she didn't know. So I reached out to the current detective on her case, and after weeks of going back and forth, the department still hasn't been able to tell me if those two potential witnesses were ever found. So this could be something huge, or this could be nothing. In mid-September, journalist Melissa Chan wrote a Time magazine article about gun violence and how it's increasing all over the U.S. As a part of the article, Chan highlighted victims of gun violence, including Destiny. She interviewed Brenda and talked about Destiny's death and how her loss affected the family. Brenda described being desperate to cling on to every video of Destiny. She went through 2 months of footage from her doorbell camera and saved every single video that she was in. In some clips, Brenda could only briefly hear Destiny's voice, but she saved all those videos as well because it was, quote, all she had left of her. Months later, in June 2022, the Phoenix Police Department announced that they were working with county and federal law enforcement agencies to roll out Operation Gun Crime Crackdown, a pilot program to reduce gun violence in Phoenix. The department said that they would work with other agencies to streamline the shooting investigation process. They also created a new tip line for the public to report gunfire and the illegal possession of guns. At a news conference announcing the program, the department displayed photos of multiple victims of gun violence, including Destiny. In late November, Destiny's family marked her 25th birthday with a special celebration. Brenda decorated Destiny's favorite tree in the yard with glowing lights. Beneath the tree, she put a stone with the inscription, quote, "A light remains where a beautiful soul has passed. Destiny C. McClain, 1997 through 2021. Brenda and her husband Jermel both spoke with 12 News. They said that Destiny's case was still under investigation and asked anyone with information to come forward. Jermel said, quote, "Help us as a family get the closure that we need." As the months passed with no information about who killed Destiny, her family continued grieving her loss. While Brenda struggled to come to terms with her death, she was also motivated by Destiny's kindness and love. She decided to honor Destiny's memory by spreading positivity, just like Destiny used to do. Brenda also aimed to make sure people remembered her daughter for who she truly was, and the positive influence she had on others. So Brenda teamed up with her friends and family to establish the Our Destiny, Our Future Foundation. Together, they came up with a special scholarship in Destiny's honor. Every year, multiple scholarships are awarded to students who are compassionate, selfless, and community service-oriented, just like Destiny. Brenda explained to Terrence with the Arizona Baddies Club that she created a scholarship because Destiny didn't have the chance to go back to school. Through this, her name and memory lives on, and as people pursue their dreams, they take a piece of Destiny with them. In addition to scholarships, the foundation recently provided backpacks filled with essential supplies to multiple locations around Phoenix. Brenda also makes it a priority to be there for other mothers who have experienced the loss of a child. She told 12 News that creating the foundation has helped her heal, and while she hopes that her and her family will get closure, she's going to focus her attention on serving others and honoring Destiny.
Destiny is 4 or 5, and she's actually the second child that I've lost. I lost my firstborn at 2.5 months, and when I lost him, I just really went into an extremely deep depression. And then I had my other children. So when I lost Destiny, I know how hard I struggled with depression when I lost my first one. And looking back, I could see how I wasn't the best mother that I could have been to my other children because emotionally, I wasn't available to them because emotionally I hadn't really grieved my son. I just kind of tried to push everything in the back of my head. And so after losing Destiny, I recognized where I was, when I lost him, and I couldn't allow myself to go back into that because it wouldn't be fair to my other children and it wouldn't be fair to Destiny. So I was just trying to figure out a way that I could honor Destiny. And because Destiny was such a giving person, and then Destiny, she had a learning disability and she worked hard and she overcame that. So for me, helping other people, you know, reach their dreams, because Destiny didn't get to finish school. Because one thing about Destiny, she was just very talented in so many different things. So her struggle was which direction to go to. I was trying to get her into fashion because she could sew by hand like nobody's business. But she could also do hair, she could do makeup. The girl was dramatic, so, she could act. So there were so many different paths that she could take, and she just wasn't sure which direction she wanted to go. So that's where she was. That's the stage that she was in her life, where she was trying to figure out, okay, I'm going to go back to school, but what do I want to go to school for? And so because she didn't get to, fulfill her destiny, I felt that it would be amazing if she could help others pursue theirs in her name, because it's right up her alley, because she was such a giving person and she loved to help people. So if she can continue to help people, her spirit continues to live on. And I initially started the foundation, which is Our Destiny, Our Future Foundation, to award scholarships. And I was able to raise the money and do that. So from there, I've kind of ventured on into other initiatives, such as doing a backpack drive, and now I'm currently working on a Christmas drive for 2 foster care programs. So for me, it feels amazing to be able to give back in her name. And, that's just, more people that know Destiny's story and, know who she is, because I don't want her to be known for what happened to her. I want her to be known for the type of person she was. And she was a loving and giving and amazing person. And so just to be able to award our first 4 scholarships this year, that was just an amazing feeling, because that's for young people that are carrying on her legacy. And, her legacy continue to go with them.
So who shot Destiny? How did they determine that it wasn't because of who she was? How did they determine that this wasn't a hate crime? They haven't identified the car, they haven't identified the shooters, yet they have surveillance. This is one of those cases where there is truly just no information, but that doesn't mean that Destiny doesn't deserve our attention. Which brings me right to our call to action. Please share Destiny's case. And if you're interested in helping the foundation, you can go to ourdestinyourfuturefoundation.org. You can also follow the foundation's Facebook and Instagram pages. And of course, join the Justice for Destiny Facebook group. There is always hope. As a reminder, Destiny McClain was shot and killed outside the Karamba Nightclub at 17th Street in McDowell in Phoenix, Arizona. A car was seen leaving the area eastbound on McDowell Road from 17th Street. In 2021, the car was described as being a newer, dark-colored sedan with 4 doors. Anyone with information is asked to contact Phoenix Police at 602-262-6151 or Silent Witness at 480-948-6377. But, as always, thank you, I love you, and I'll talk to you next time. Voices for Justice is hosted and produced by me, Sarah Turney, and is a Voices for Justice Media original. This episode contains writing and research by Haley Gray, audio editing assistance by Keith Murray. If you love what we do here, please take a moment to follow, rate, and review the show in your podcast player. It helps us and helps more people find these cases in need of justice.